Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 195 of Business Behind the Scene. Today, we are talking about something that I feel as business owners avoid all the time. We're like, I don't want to talk about procedures. I've got the procedure in my head. My team should just follow it. I'll show them once. They should be good. And I know that is something that I do as well. It's like, oh, procedures, what is the thing? And every time the things don't go well in business is because we have no clarity around our procedures. We haven't finalized them. We're not staying on top of it. So it's priceless. And I found a way to make procedures that I love. I learned it from someone in the US and I absolutely love this strategy. And I've been implementing it in my business. I've been actually helping clients to also do that. We do this as an extra package for some of the clients that want that done by us. And it's been absolutely amazing. So I don't believe that a procedure should have all this very, what do you call it? Like sort of like professional way to structure it, because it confuses me, it makes me overwhelmed, and I will not read it. So I want the procedure to be simple and straight to the point. So we create a procedure that is called a front-end procedure and a back-end procedure. So what does that mean? Is that a front-end procedure is from the client perspective. So first thing that we do to create all the procedure is that we start from the product or for the services that we have. So we'll go, okay, we have, for example, a part-time and full-time virtual assistant service. We have a time management book course. We have another course, or we have this product or that product. So we list all our products and services down, all of them. Then we start from one. So you say, let's start from, for example, in my case, let's start from the part-time and full-time virtual assistant. So when we do that, we go, okay, so from a client perspective, what is the first thing that happens when people are potentially becoming a client? So they will find a landing page and they find out about me somehow and they want to book a call. So they will be sent a link. So from the client gets sent a link to book a call. Client will get a reminder to jump on the call. Client will get sent a client calendar invite for the call. Client jump on a call on Zoom. Client gets shown the procedures of our service. Client be sent an agreement and sign it. Client pays here. Client, so it's like literally like the whole thing on like from the client perspective. And I love it because it's just now you also get to see for the first time, you get to see from a client perspective, what does that look like? What is the wins? What is the highlight of this service? What is the difficulty? What is missing? Like, of course, clients are lost. We haven't communicated from this place to this place. So it literally helps us to really see the client perception of this product and the service. Once we've done that, then and all of this is in one, obviously, page, then each line will be attached to one document, but it's done in Google. We do it in Google Docs, so that we've got like an outline on the left-hand side. And so it's like very easy to see. If you quickly want to see something, you have all these mini titles in there that is easy to follow. And so then the back end will have all the different steps. So it's like, okay, so for the client to make sure that they book a call, then what does my team at the back end of the business need to do to make sure that this happens? So weekly or every day at the end of each shift, a VA will need to make sure that the landing page is working and there is enough times available. If there isn't enough time, then do this and this and that. And then next step was book a call, right? So once they book a call in the back end, the client book a call, we have an automated message in Slack. They will let us know that the client has booked a call. And then there will be there is the form that the potential clients have filled out. One of the VA will take the form, copy it, and put it in our CRM. And then once that's done, the client, the VA, one of the VA that is one of this. So everything will be in the back end. So I done that the other day with a client, and they were like, "Oh my goodness, why did I not know this before?" It's priceless. you will have all the front end, all the back end. And there's one more thing that we add at the top of the front end is product information. So it's like, what does this product include and how much it is? So this product include this and this and this and that, and it's this much money. And so you have a little bit of an overview of what's included in this product and what it is. So we do this literally, these are our standing operating procedures. We call them front end and back end, and we make them writing in our Google Doc. We don't really necessarily create Loom videos with those. We like to more create them quite simple with just like screenshots sometimes, but try to keep it as simple as possible. So if there is something that's a little bit more complicated and it's visual, then yes, we will do a Loom video and also put a link in there for someone to watch it, so that we can also have all the type of learners. But not a big fan of the video because it can get outdated very easily, and then I have to do it again. So I prefer to have screenshots, and it's easy for me to change a screenshot if a platform changes, then have to record a whole video. So I am more of a fan of procedures that are in writing. Now, to create that procedures, if everything is still in your head, then yes, you can record it, video it, and then your team can download it and create it. But I like to do the front end and back end with my team, at least the first few times, so that they understand my concept of the front end and back end. To me, this is the number one way that we find very successful, that front end and back end procedure works. It's easy to follow, it's easy to create it. I absolutely love it. Now, because the procedures can be very boring, I try to create it like this, front end and back end, so that is the whole picture, but it's sort of splitted, and you cannot miss anything because everything is in the front end, and then because of that, then you can just create a back end. So I just like to make it like that. It creates very easy, and every client that I show it to, they're like, oh my gosh, why everyone always create it complicated, instead it's like actually so easy to do. Now, you guys will be very happy to know that is the prize time. I said there was going to be a prize coming up because we wanted to know a little bit of feedback from you guys. And so we're going to ask you a couple of things to do for you to win this prize of $3,416. Now, the reason why I'm doing this prize is because I know there is over 30,000 people that have listened to our podcast, right? So there's 30,000 downloads of our podcast. So we know that if you're listening, you know that you're there, and we want to make sure that you interact with us. We want to give you the value that you want. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions. There's very simple for you things to do, and you're going to draw to win $3,416. This is priceless. Now, one person will win this. Now, what you're going to win is you get to come to our conference in Brisbane, the Level Up Conference in 2025. You get time management course. If you've been listening to my podcast, you know how priceless time management is. People get on their hands on it. It's absolutely amazing. We give you a mini course to understand what you need to delegate to a virtual assistant, which is amazing. We get to invite you for free to our Delegate and Dominate masterclass. We do a Delegate and Dominate with the Power of Virtual Assistant masterclass. It's incredible. You learn all the things you need to know about delegating. We're going to give you our free 10 hours virtual assistant to use in 1 week. You're going to get 100 tasks to delegate to a virtual assistant, and you're going to get a free one-on-one session with me on a game changer call on understanding exactly how to leverage on a virtual assistant. All of this will be free of charge. And on top of it, my new book, the ebook copy version of my newest book that is coming out very shortly. It's all about virtual assistants and how to really gain back your time. So it's going to be amazing. Now, what you got to do? You got to make sure that you screenshot the podcast that you've been listening to, maybe this one. You're going to and share it on your social media, and make sure that you tag me, Francesca Moi. Add your insights about the episode, and go and add me, Francesca Moi FM _ official. That way we're going to be able to see. And then you're going to fill out a form. There is a poll right here in the episode. Those 4 things are super easy for you to do, but you get a chance to win $3,416. $416. I love it. I'm excited. I'm going to share this with you guys. You got literally 1 month from the time that we are giving this. We're going to remind you this part at the end of each podcast for a month, and hopefully you're going to be one of the winners. I'll see you next time. Ciao. Thank you so much for listening to this amazing podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this, you're definitely going to love my Facebook group where I've got over 11,000 people in it, and they're all business owners successful like you. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge, and in there I do classes every week, and I get to interview my clients, and I get to teach you all the things that I've done to get my business to 100K plus a month. So I look forward to have you in there. It's called the Successful Entrepreneur Lounge Facebook group in Facebook. I look forward to see you there. Ciao.